better get raunchy. Same spot made Biggie wanna rock Versace. DC, home of the
Okay, DMV Sports 3, we back, baby, we back. This game is a great story about this bad computer.
Fisher Price and the Commodore 64. Top of the line stuff, y'all. Top of the line stuff. We just can't get it to gel together, man.
I tell you, we used to have that computer. We don't have that Atari. You know what I'm saying?
You know, Atari, man.
The television or something.
ColecoVision. Yeah. I told him to get that Coleco. That Coleco 7 is out. Hey, look, the bunny ears, you got to turn it that way and bring it back. The clearest picture you ever seen on your monitor.
Have we started the show or we just talking?
The show
started, baby. We ready, baby. We OGs, baby. The OGs of the DMV, baby.
We're back.
Here. And we live, baby. We watching the draft. We're talking about the football team. We online, baby. We online finally. We got kicked off about 5 times, but we hit.
and we're looking to get kicked off again.
Eventually, it will happen.
Allegedly.
Hey, look, man, we back at the camp in Richmond, guys.
That's right.
That's right. Richmond's where it's at. The guys are all COVID tested. They're on the field. They're practicing. They're hitting. They're running routes. Fitzmagic is doing his magic thing. Heineke is dropping bombs on the southeast corner.
Heineke.
The Heineke, baby, dropping bombs on the southeast corner.
That's what he doing.
That's what he's doing, baby. So, look, what do y'all think about the start of the practice, man, in Richmond? What are we going? The start of the practice in Richmond. Are we going? I'm gonna be there.
Hit it? What you gonna do? You gonna go right into the show?
We in the show, baby. We right here.
We in the show, man.
We talking about that ColecoVision computer you got. We here.
Sing it out. Sing it.
You go through the whole process and set the show up, and you just do something else.
That's that. Hey, that's A. That's out.
That's it.
That's the out, baby.
Deacon, do your magic, baby. We here.
Yeah, we here now, man. Back when you said that's when you go ahead and do your thing, and then bring it, and then let Al come back on. They're gonna love it.
We usually let the person who bring the show on bring us back in, but let me just say this. I got to apologize. A little mistake last week with the show at the end where apparently I put in the pleasure band when it was the perfection band. I knew it was the perfection band. I knew it was because I put the video up. It was just late. It was pretty late and my brain was doing something else at the time.
Man, we old, man. We all over the place, man. You know that.
I gotta get some Prevagen. Get some Prevagen. Remember it?
Ginkgo, but no words.
We started to go crazy.
I apologize to the perfection band. We're gonna get you right this week, my man.
That's right, perfection band. We got you this time.
Before we get into the skin show, man, we're watching right now live the basketball draft. And
Thursday night,
these guys are a bit different with their outfits.
Tad.
They ain't like the old days for sure. These guys are different. I'll say that. I ain't gonna say nothing else. I'm just
now for the young dudes, man. The NBA draft has always been some flamboyant things going on. Now, I mean, everybody every now and then put on the shark skin that glowed in the dark and all kind of stuff, all white, you know. I mean, it happens. But so this time, these young guys, man, from sequence to lavender, pink, it don't matter, man. The young folk, man, listen, I gotta give credit. I mean, I gotta get my closet out there. I got all kind of browns and navies. I feel bad. I feel like I'm really left out.
But the Migos, you know, started that, and now everybody just kind of
the Amigos. The Migos.
Didn't
you choose the Migos as your top 5 albums?
Nah, I did not.
You thought about it, right?
I didn't think about it. I didn't think about it at all. Actually, I didn't think about it at all.
Didn't you know they was on the list? No. But shout out, man. This goes out to Manny, Natty, and all that. They tease us, man. You know, we gotta wake up early and get ourselves together when they already got 19 shows out that day. Shout out to all the young dudes, man. Big up to y'all.
They out there killing it, yo. They got
killing it. Tony just did 2 shows right now. He's doing the draft and talking about us, man. They just he's doing it though. Protect.
Well, back on that football team.
Let's do it, Al.
You know what I'm saying? Back on that football team. Here it is, 2021, and we looking good. We got but the whole team is practicing. Even Collins is practicing out there. And I heard he's looking pretty good.
Too, Big Al.
He's looking good too. I heard he's willing to play a little linebacker for us too. He's talking about doing a little linebacker.
I hope so.
I didn't hear that either. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Al on his deep dive again.
Deep dive. Hey, look, we are, defensively dominating the early part of practice. It's only the second day. The defensively are dominating. But nonetheless, we got playmakers out there doing some dropping the bomb, throwing deep, throwing short. Reyes is out there catching passes. He ain't got hit yet, but he's catching passes. Where do you think we most improve so far that you've seen on the little clips that we have seen? Because we're not out there yet. Where we look most improved at, Deacon?
I'm liking the offensive line. They saying that the offensive line is a battle. They say that Flowers and Schweitzer is fighting for a position. They got Sadiq Charles bouncing all over. Happy birthday to Sadiq Charles.
Come on, happy birthday, Sadiq. Happy birthday.
They got him bouncing all over the line, playing tackle, playing guard on both sides.
Come on, Sadiq.
We're trying to use him as a cog, man, cog in the wheel. That's all right with me.
Come on, Sadiq.
I think Luke's is hurt, isn't he? So they got Cosme.
He went out for the protocol.
Okay, well, they got Cosme starting at tackle.
Right.
So with all that we had, man, mixing in the young guys with the older guys, man, and listen, I'm hoping that, and if we look last year, our line apparently wasn't that bad, rank-wise. So if we can take a step on the offensive line, added to the step we took on the defensive back end, oh man. I hate to be a sometime jockey, but these guys look good on paper, man. We're looking good in practice, as far as we're going against
in shorts. We look great in shorts.
Hey, let's not go above the shorts. Let's keep it as shorts. We don't need to talk about that. But yeah, the offensive line. Listen, I don't want to get
for you, Deacon. The offensive line is looking the first 2 days of practice without really hitting the offensive line.
Not even that, Big Al. Not even just not hitting, just the ability that we have a lot of guys that are ready to fight and battle for position, and they're all practicing. Right. Now we did tight end did go out today with an injury. I'm not sure, they didn't say how deep the injury was, and we picked up somebody on I guess he was just sitting out there, but it wasn't our first round draft pick Bates, and it wasn't Logan Thomas, so that's all that really matters. But these guys look good right now with the ones that we know can play from last year, and our draft picks, and that's including Sadiq Charles, since we hadn't seen him play yet. He's a first round draft pick from last year. Wasn't he first round or second? He wasn't first round.
Nah, he was like fourth or fifth, but he was like a first. He was projected to be a first round pick. Talent wise,
So I mean, I like it. I wasn't bullish about the line, but I mean, I've been bullish about everything else. So I might as well jump on that too, man.
Tracy, what you got, man? Would you like the first 2 days of practice? What do you hear out there in the Twitter world? Staying looking really good out there.
Couple things. I actually visually saw Apke deflect the pass. Apke, Penn State, shout out. He deflected the pass. He had a good angle. Hey, yeah. I saw. I saw individuals. I think overall, I like just the feel and the vibe. You know, going in, I already knew about the death and the battles and all of that. One of the things that somebody had shared, they were like, I think it was Matthew Paris shared out that he was like, in between each session, they go and they're running to the next session on the hop. Y'all remember that, right? On the hop, folks. On the hop. I was like, all right. So that's good. You know, you're gonna practice fast, you're gonna play fast, a little more seriousness. You know, because again, I keep saying it, and I'm saying throughout the year, I'm headed looking at coaching. I'm focusing on coaching. I want to see coaches talking to players. I want to see the players being receptive. You know, Rivera jumped out there and said one thing that, and I'm not too concerned, but it was something that I definitely put down on my notes, was that his biggest issue that he could think that there was anything he could think of was maturity. And when a coach says maturity, that is always a big flag for me. What does he mean by that? That's a broad statement. You know, is it that they're playing being childlike, or is it that was he talking about maturity as far as experience in the position? You know, so those are the things that I'm kind of paying attention to, because, you know, once you do have a young squad, that is the only drawback. Faster, bigger, stronger, you know what I'm saying, quicker, all those things, but a savvy vet. You know, you already saw that. One of the savviest vets out there, Aaron Rodgers, was so savvy it shook up the NFL. You know, hey, savviness. You saw how he walked into the practice, man. I mean, that was awesome, man. I mean, and I don't talk about other players, but you got to give it up, man. It's something about that experience, and that's what we're hoping we're going to get from Fitzpatrick. You know, that he's going to bring a little bit of that in there. And if Landon Collins is willing to be a team player and all of that, he could bring a lot of that in there. You know, so those are what I picked up so far. You know, shout out to all the wide receivers, at least to the people who are showing the footage of our wide receivers actually catching the ball. As I was looking at Dallas Twitter, and they were just dropping everything. They got this one where CeeDee Lamb is catching this awesome one-handed catch out of bounds. I'm like, well, okay, that's nice. You know, I mean, he can catch. He's supposed to. That's what millions of dollars is supposed to do. Make you catch the rock. But you got to be in bounds, son, for it to count. Same with the New York we hope to be good Giants, you know. So I'm going out there on the limb. I'm still throwing it out there that we are the champs, so we can talk now until this first game. You know what I'm saying? Right. But overall, though, Big Al, I'm excited, man. Shout out to all the Washington football pods out there. They were out there, man, giving a lot of intel, man, talking back, meeting people. You know, shout out to all of them, man. They doing a phenomenal job. And our president, you know, not being too serious on himself either.
Yeah.
He's having a good time. I saw not Mayhew. I was talking about
Jason.
Yeah, Jason.
Jason, right? Yeah. I saw him doing the what was that there? Was that
electric slide? He was doing the slide with the fans. I think he was doing it with Rio. I think that was Rio out there. That was Rio. I kept looking twice. That
Rio. The one with the girl.
Yeah, no, it was like, I thought Rio had the hat on, man. I thought he was wearing his shirt.
I saw one where he's just doing it with two people.
If it's not you, Rio, shout out to Rio. He was out there representing, though. I do know that, you know.
Yeah. Hey, listen, I think when they talk about maturity as well, I think you're talking about just like you said, game maturity. Yeah. Because, you know, we got the same people we had last year, so if they didn't mature from getting to the playoffs last year, then there may be a little issue. But I just think, like you're saying, everybody's young, let's get back into the groove. Sometimes coaches say things to try to send a message. Hopefully that's what that was.
Well, DMV Sports 3 fans, we are excited about the season. We all over the place. We loving football. August is on the way. It's right around the corner that we can feel it in the air. I don't know if y'all know it, but we are ex-football players, so we all excited. We can't even talk right now. But I'm excited about the safety position right now. With Landon Collins out there, can he return to form like he was when he was at the Giants? Really, he's never been an All-Pro with us, but when he was with the Giants, he was. And I think he had a better squad during that period of time than he's ever had here. Now we got a great squad. Hopefully he's healthy. the safety position is going to be a battle, and I wanted it to be a battle because we were weak in that position in the past years. So I'm hoping that with everybody's in that mix, and I heard even the rookies are looking pretty good at that safety position too. They picked up, so I want to see a great battle there. If Landon Collins, can switch over to back and forth playing a linebacker position or a safety, a hybrid position, that'd be great. That would make our defense just that much stronger. So I'm really excited about the safety position. The next thing I really want to talk about, though, is our quarterback. I saw an interview with him where he talked about getting to know all the players and getting them to know how he thinks and what is he anticipating before the play even starts. He's trying to get into their mind, getting to know them from mental capacity to get that, I guess, camaraderie with him throwing that rock around. Deacon, did you see that interview with Fitzpatrick? It was a really good interview too.
Yeah, but what I want to talk about also is even on the receiver side that they were saying that Fitzpatrick was giving them the ability to get in jail with each other. So he's empowering the receivers to tell him what they need. Because most times quarterbacks are saying, "Man, I need you to be here and here and here," but when you come into a situation and you are the new person, it's good to ask the person, "Well, what do you do best?" Right. You know what I mean? As opposed to a rookie coming in and saying, "Listen, I need you to do this." They say they're empowering him to do that type of stuff, which I think is good. I mean, I've seen where Fitzpatrick is even giving some. Now this could be good or bad. Giving some pointers to Heineke and Josh Allen. So it seems like, man, he's just picking up the ball and rolling with it. It's not a hard mesh to happen. He's just jumped in and haven't missed a step since he came through Miami. And came here like he's been here forever, Right. That's what the appearance is.
Yeah. Well, in the interview, Tracy, he talked about the relationship is one of the most important things. I mean, I don't know if you got a chance to see the interview, but what's your feeling on our quarterback developing a strong relationship with his offensive players around him? What's your feeling and the importance of it?
Well, that's the reason why they brought him in here. Again, I go back to being a veteran. You need to understand that leadership isn't just about directing. It's about inspiring too. And as the leader of the team, he has to inspire. He has to have the individuals want to play with him and to a certain degree for him, because he is the quarterback and that is the one that has to make those decisions. So yeah, if you're in a leadership position, you do want some feedback from those that are around you. But at the end of the day, he also needs to make sure that he put his foot down to say, "All right, people, now follow me. I got your information. Now follow me and let's do this." And that's awesome. I think it's a good thing, Deacon, that he's talking to the other quarterbacks, especially the Heineke, who is so raw. Sometimes it's best to tell people what not to do, than telling them what to do sometimes, So it's like, hey, this is where I messed up. Those are the things that you tend to remember a lot, and unfortunately, it's a fact that you see individual shortcomings and you forget their accomplishments. And so maybe he's doing that and showing them like, look, this is how you do these things, and make sure that you could put your foot down in this league like I did and be at least looked at after going to 9 teams. And so which is unheard of, but he got something for that, and so a little fun fact that I just discovered just about an hour ago is that the first person that ever sacked Ryan Fitzpatrick was who?
Right, Paul?
That was
close.
21.
That's right. That's
21,
right.
Baby.
Our legend, Sean Taylor. And it was funny because they got the film of it where, Fitzpatrick was like a deer in the taillights and Sean is like, ah! And, it's he's back. And he had a little, I like Fitzpatrick's charisma. He was talking, I think, in one of those interviews, and he was like, "Yeah, when I got here and I saw Sean Taylor's jersey, I flinched." So he's like, this is the kind of guy that we need, to not to be a clown, but just to lighten the thing and loosen people up and say, "Hey, look, let's go out here, have fun, and beat these Bama's." So I'm excited about it. Like I said, we're waiting to see it translate to the field.
Yeah.
What do you think about the injury list? We have our wide receiver that we picked up from Carolina, Samuels, that can't seem to get his hamstring together. Hey, Z, what you think about that? I know you're a stickler about injuries.
Ooh, man. Yeah. So when I heard that, I immediately went into my my trauma. You know, I'm serious, man. And it's funny. We were just talking about Landon Collins. We don't bring up our boy, what's his name? The linebacker that never touched the field for us. These big names come, they come, and that Washington thing. I don't know if it's the water, you know, bad mumbo sauce from the wrong spot or something, but they get this injury. It was right on. Hey, matter of fact, shout out to Target for, you know, repping the Washington District mumbo sauce commercial. First time I ever saw it. Anyway, but yeah, so I wish him the best. I hope that he could get back on the field, man. I mean, this is a must see. So, you know, whatever they got to do to get him right, you know, let's just do that. Am I a little nervous? I was breathing in the paper bag, you know, and all that in the morning, you know, hoping to hear and see that he's out there doing something. But yeah, that hammy is it's a hamstring, correct?
Yeah, he pulled it. Well, Deacon, I'm not correct. He pulled it in May, right? When in May he pulled it?
Yeah, he tweaked it recently. So it's not like a full pull. It's not a break or anything like that. He didn't snap his hamstring, but it is giving him issues. Yeah,
a hamstring is a long recovery process, guys.
Yeah, especially when you're talking about these fast guys, man. Like I said, that's why we were talking about Deshaun Jackson.
Just about the hamstring broke, man. That Mr. Hammy, and that guy
blow out tires all the time.
Yeah,
and hopefully, I mean, he's going to make the team, so we don't have to worry about that. He's going to be on the team. Whether he's going to be in the beginning of the season, we don't know. It could be just a thing where they're being extra cautious, and you know, reporting the worst and hoping for the best. Who knows? But
next man up, man.
Next man up, and that is number 89.
De'Ami
right?
Brown. It's Brown, isn't it?
Well, De'Ami Brown is number 2. He was number 3. Now he's number 2.
Right.
If there's no Samuel, I would think so, right?
Right. Yeah. Humphreys, I guess.
Well, Humphreys is slot, you know, so that's a position out on the field all the time.
I heard my man Humphreys. They said that he's putting a new, refurbished idea to the slant.
Well, he don't want to listen. The last person you want to run in the slant was Humphreys.
Are you kidding me? Of course you want to run the slant. That's the best. That's as best he's going to do, man.
He got his nugget is loose, man.
Listen, let me tell you something. That Humphreys is your Cole Beasley. Humphreys is your right, and these guys that behind the linebacker, in between the linebacker safety thing, that's their love. That's their gift, man. Now, if we drafted somebody who is just that fragile, that's on the coaches. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna have them run flag. I mean, he's got to play football, man. I understand. I know Humphreys is in.
I understand. I mean, but you know, you can run a slant from the outside too. But my point is, look, if you're gonna send Humphreys across the middle to catch a ball on the slant,
that's right.
Make sure you got Dax Milne the phone number on speed dial. he might be the next man up.
But that goes back to Humphreys himself. Again, the offensive player knows the play. So if you do not know how, or the coaching, Mr. Turner, Big Al, is not scheming Humphreys open to a point where he can at least get the ball in his hand and then make a play, what are we doing? I mean, I don't want to hear that this year. We got the tools. We went out and got it. You know what I'm saying? We supposedly got the best coach in the NFC East, right? Are we in agreement on that?
We are. We do.
So I'm not pulling no punches on that, man. I'm like, no, man. Put scheme, Mr. Turner, scheme, Little Humphreys open to get us a 3rd and 4 or whatever.
Jay, we got my man told me he got something in the bag for Humphreys, man.
You said that. Turner said that.
Don't worry about that.
Hot dogs. I saw Turner on the sideline.
Yeah, hot dogs.
He was. I don't know.
All I'm saying is, I feel for these guys who have had concussion problems, man.
You jinxing it, man.
Yeah. That is his. Hey, ain't no jinx about it. That dude not gonna lose, man. But listen, I hope for the best. That's all I can do.
Speaking of jinx, we got some extensions. A lot of times we extend people the next season. They don't play what they played the previous season. So we got 2 extensions.
Right on.
A young man that we put a little more money in their pockets. First one is Allen. So he's our captain on defense. And then with our tight end, Logan got a little extension. So there's Allen. He's our captain.
That's the captain.
That's the captain right there. He's from DC, DMV area, Pacifically, Virginia. And he wanted to be here. He wanted to be here. And they put some money in his pocket. Hopefully.
Those ones we want. We want the ones that want to be here.
That's right. Hopefully. Hopefully he don't get hurt.
That was right. Everybody's talking injury tonight. What are we doing? What are we doing? Stop it. That was a good extension. That was a good extension move, man. We don't have to worry about this guy for quite some time, man.
He wants to be here.
Now, who's next? You know what I'm saying? I love the Logan Thomas extension too. I think he loves it. I think that's going to make Logan play harder. I really do. I got that feeling, man. Mr. 6'6" is Mr. Nasty right now, man. I think he's going to shock the league this year. He's built for it. You know what I'm saying? He can only get better. Yeah. And I think that this guy right here is going to be our linchpin. A little bit more action for Mr. Patrick than people think. And so that extension is motivation. So I'm happy for those 2 guys. I'm happy for the organization. Good play.
Well, we don't have to worry about a franchise tag with those guys. You know what I'm saying? We're not doing the franchise game with them. And I'm tired of that. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm tired.
With them fighting so much on the offensive line, man, I think you can count Mr. Sheriff gone, man.
Yeah. I kind of agree with you.
Maybe like him to stay. We drafted him, but if he don't want to be here, if he don't want to take that money, I mean, Allen took that money. That money was there, apparently.
Well, hey, okay, I don't know how much money he can get going someplace else. I mean, he is a guard, but I've never wanted to pat nobody's pockets, man. That's kind of what we're dealing with the NBA, but we'll get to that in a minute. But, I mean, it's not they maybe didn't want to be here, man. You got to look at it. At the end of the day, it is about, hey, look, there's a chance of me, like you guys were saying, getting all these injuries, these concussions, these things, getting banged up, my knees are bad, whatever like that. Let me go ahead and get as much as I can, so I
can get it. But then he's coming off an injury-filled year, and he wants money. So you got to at least be available. Yeah, ask for full pay, and then you get hurt.
I mean, I wasn't in the room. I don't know.
I mean, I wasn't in it. We speculate. That's what we do as fans.
And we do want him to stay. I think that's what it is.
Please take the 18 million. Yeah,
at this point,
18 million anyway.
Yeah, at this point, he's our best lineman. Sadiq Charles hasn't shown us what we think he's going to show us yet.
Come on, Sadiq. Come on, Sadiq.
Our high lineman that we got playing right guard, we don't know what we got with him. You know what I'm saying? So right now, Sheriff is our best lineman that we know about. You know what I'm saying? So
shout out to Cosby, man. I did hear, I heard for the first flip-flop of the year, Mr. Rivera started off like, he's going to be, in the back. We're going to work him up.
We'll work him in.
Yeah, but lately he's been like, all right, looks like he can compete for the starting position.
Now, you know why? Because
we're not in that realm yet. Because I said we haven't put the pads on. Going back to what Big Al said. But at the end of the day, man, that says a lot. That says a lot.
They were saying that Chase Young was lining up in front of him, trying to give him all the work he can make.
Okay,
so
that's good.
He was handling it. So
there you go.
That's good. That's
great. And that's also good to hear. I heard a lot of times Chase just going through unscathed too. And I didn't. Everybody was like, "Oh, that's great for Chase." I was like, "But that's bad for the You know, there's a lot of defensive monsters out there coming off the edge that we're gonna be playing. As a matter of fact, let Madden tell it. Chase is not even in the top 10. So you gotta have some people gonna stop. You can stop Chase, man. Hopefully, you can stop these other guys.
Yeah. So before we go from the football team, let's talk about that future name. That future name. One more time. One more time.
No, he want to go
one more
there.
time.
I know why he want to go there. I forgot.
The man Jason might put out there that Red Tails was still in the running, guys. Red Tails is still in the running, baby.
Oh,
The PG Red Tails is still there, baby.
Al has the PR man for the Red Tails from the beach.
So it is still there.
Big Al Tails are right in front of him right now. He's chomping at the bit.
I'm getting so excited. Hey, y'all, like the video, subscribe, hit the bell. Hey, man, we're going to be talking about
especially if you like Red Tails.
Yeah, especially if you like the Red Tail, man. Come on, baby. Come on now.
Oh, man.
I'm okay. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with the Red Wolves. I just don't want it to be some goofy name. Some people want to. Yeah, I ain't gonna say it now. Some people are stupid.
Please, Dr.
Why even have Washington as the name? You know, how about Landover Red? I'm like, come on, man. Stop it. Stop it. It's not even a state. Landover.
Hey, it's better than the Guardians.
Yeah, but he wanted Landover Guardians. Come on, man.
Nah, man, that's
some people would be overthinking this thing. Let them do their work, and they're gonna name it whatever they want to name it.
And I don't care.
So let's just ride with.
Let's get it over with, because we had to deal with one of the worst names I think in the NBA. Are we about to go there?
No,
not yet. Yeah, we're not there yet. We're still talking football.
Nope. Not gonna do it.
Oh man, what we got coming up on the DMV Sports 3 in the lineup next couple of weeks? We got some things coming up. What we got coming up? What we trying to accomplish? Who we got coming on the show for this preseason time period? Or who we thinking about? I know one thing that I'm trying to get accomplished. I want everybody to watch our show.
Big Al, are we still doing the show?
Yeah, I'm about to. I'm going somewhere with this.
Hey, follow him. Follow him, Deacon. Follow him, man.
Follow, baby. Hey,
tight, like a whole minute there.
Hey, tight,
Deacon directing from the bottom, man. Go ahead, Big Al.
I'm about to bring up the fact that I'm 15-1 on my picks. 15-1, baby, on my picks outside of the football team. I need my DMV Sports 3 fans to listen to me when they putting the money up for the gambling.
Deacon's face, that was priceless, Deacon. You gotta get face. That right there. I'm gonna watch this video and just take a pitch, and I'm gonna make a meme. What they call it, a meme? Oh, I got so many things I'm put with that face. It's gonna be beautiful. I'll make you famous, brother. That job was very like. I had to be quiet for that.
hey, don't talk about Fight Club. We don't talk about Fight Club.
Oh man. Oh man.
Go ahead, Mr. 15-1.
Hey, look.
15-1, baby.
Big Al, he had a lot of wins last year, man. He called a lot of games. All right, we're gonna say that, you know, he does a deep dive, y'all. He's right. He put a little bit of money in this guy's pocket, but so when we get to that point, that's one of the things that y'all should be looking for. We're gonna kind of run down first 4 games. Big Al's gonna give you his deep dive, and then we'll go from there. You know, there is legal sports betting now in DC, so you should be all right. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta call up your bookie no more. You can go down there to, you know, what's that, Chinatown, and get you know, your bets on.
That's right.
And it's all good. So listen to Big Al. One of the other things, I reached out to Twitter, man.
Big Al.
Shout out to Big Doug, Manny, Tony, Natty, all the guys trying to get this fantasy football thing going. I think the only guy who really played more on the regular is Big Al. I ain't played in years, but things have changed since then. So we're trying to come up with a league, and we're reaching out to the fans. Those of you who are favorite fans, talking to you, Walt, Big Meese, all the fans. Also, y'all want to get on with us. We're going to try to do a little not too in depth. I know you can get real deep with that fantasy. I don't have the time. We just want something real simple that at the end we can have something we can talk trash about. So we are going to be working on that as we are trying to figure that out. And
details coming. Coming. We'll inbox everybody who we got scheduled on that list.
And anybody who's in the Washington football team organization feel brave enough to come on. We're always wide open for anybody to jump on with us, and chew the fat. Chew the fat.
Deacon. What's going on with the website, the DMV Sports 3 website, man? What are we doing on that? We gonna get some merch on there or something?
Yeah, we're gonna get some, man. We take it slow with the website thing. We're trying to make sure that it's the way it should be. Again, working with a system that is unfamiliar at the moment. But we're gonna get it right. We're gonna get it up here pretty soon. We're gonna get some merch set up on it so we can
Red Tail t-shirts, baby.
I knew he was gonna say that. I said, we're gonna get through
that whole soliloquy was just to get that out.
That's what it was. That's what it was. Al is
coming a mile away.
Al is a designer by trade.
Hey, we got some merch coming out for you, baby. We got merch. We got bracelets. We got t-shirts. We got hats. We coming out for you, baby.
We got it all. Okay. Even if we're not named Red Tails, that will be on the site, I'm sure. No, but it's important that we have a place, man, that, at first we wanted to grow big on YouTube. And it doesn't seem like that's going to happen. So we got to learn to grow independent of YouTube. We have a content, we got something we want to say. We got a lot of people who appreciate what we're doing and liking what we're doing and just having a good time. And we just want some control over being able to put something up and it'll stay up for those that want to watch it. And so, hey, we're going to go ahead and move in that direction. It's all about being independent and, growing from this thing. We do appreciate everything that YouTube and this platform has provided for not just us, but others in this genre we call podcasting. But I think it's time and we make a move. And so we're going to be also opening things up to those individuals who want to, have another safe place possibly for their items as well. So, it's all about that free expression that we live here, right here. We in Washington.
Only in America, baby.
Only the American way,
Right. One of the biggest things about doing that too is that, we get control of our shows. When YouTube cut you, they don't even say nothing to you. They yank your show, they yank everything off. They don't say, hey man, we're going to yank your channel, but you can have your shows back.
Hey y'all, we still a little bitter about this. Old man bitterness.
Hey look, we still so violated, man.
Just like sleep at a lot of shows, man. There's a lot of shows they yank, man. So we need a place to put them, and that's a safe place to just have your own and be able to put them up, and people can enjoy them, whether it's when we put them out or even later when they find them later. So there's a lot of shows we did that you can watch it anytime and just sit around and laugh, because I know we do.
Right.
There's several shows. If you need to laugh to get out of the doldrums, boy, there's a couple shows in there that we laugh anyway.
Hey, this is gonna be one of them right here.
We're heading in that direction. Hey, y'all, we also got some shows that were just, and I don't mean to cut you off, Big Al. That was good on you, man. I mean, you got, the show we did with, Rest in Power, John Thompson. We also did, a show with a legend who was brave enough to come on our show, Doc Walker. That was an awesome show. I mean, and to all those who know, man, when we do these shows and those who are in podcasts, I mean, it takes a little work. I mean, and it's an art form, and we're putting ourselves out there so a lot of people can appreciate what we do. We even did a movie review, so 2 of them, 3 of them, I think, whatever. So we're trying to expand on doing those things. So it's time. It's time. So DMVSports3.com. We already got the name, at least that. So we was about to be DMV Sports 4, but we was able to negotiate. Freeze take. Okay, come on, man. Help us out, please. Give us that. All right.
Well, we just chopping it up with y'all guys out here. Hit like us, subscribe. It's all about the conversation, the relationship. Just talking about sports and the NBA.
I'm not a keeper today. You can call me Johnny Handsome. I tie your grandmother up and hold her. Cat for ransom competition. I like to fit for toe tags, but I'm insane to the extreme. I rob a bank and drive. Criminal mind that escapes conventional confines. Split personality, so I'm really out of my left and my right mind. I rap for those with a lifestyle that's criminal. My 45 health keeps my losses at a minimum. Handsome likes to stay high up with enemies tied up, and I keep spitting hot shit until the track dries up. Like a mad coach, I take players out of the game and make your girl take your picture out of the frame. My music is the choice of the intellectual thug who uses infrared to prevent the waste of slugs. I write the rhymes in the books that'll end careers, commit the crimes and the murders talked about for years. My mouth is a weapon of a 45 caliber that shoots bullets that will grow legs and turn corners after you. Save your breath if you're asking me who's the tightest. No ceiling keeps their hands up until they catch arthritis.
You got a flow that's cool with me. You got a flow that's cool with me. You got a flow that's cool with me. But none of y'all motherfuckers can fool with me.
No ceiling. 2000 is the takeover. Get ready for it.